Good morning, everybody. We'll start in about 2 minutes. We'll start in 2 minutes. Welcome to all. Andrea, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Why aren't you showing your face?
I just woke up.
Oh, okay. Everything all right?
Yeah,
How's your family?
they're doing great.
Okay.
Thank
How's your
you.
relatives doing back home?
Um, they're doing good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Sebastian, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sebastian, I need a bio from you, buddy.
Where do I submit that at?
Have you been reading your emails?
Mm, nah, I just saw it. I completely forgot about I
That's
didn't
all
even
right.
know
Just
about
send it
the Gemini
send
class.
it to the when you get an email from me, send it back to that address, rhassey@laverne.edu.
Hmm.
I need to know what you want to do this semester.
Okay, what I want to do this semester.
What
Um,
position?
how far back do I go? Because I see the ones for this meeting.
Well, I
For,
sent them about 2 weeks ago. Our first meeting was January 16th, and I sent a couple emails prior to that meeting.
okay, I saw
And
something for
and
January
you'll
29th.
see. Also, I did mention in the last email for this meeting that I needed the bios sent. I sent you an organizational plan file folder, which gave you some information.
Hmm.
So just get caught up and no big deal, and just let me, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you might be interested in this course. Okay,
Okay, we'll do.
good man. Thank you, Sebastian. All right, everybody. Well, let's begin. First of all, Sebastian is new. I haven't met him yet officially, but again, my name is Rick Hassey. I am your professor in Business 390 for this coming spring semester, which will begin on Tuesday, February 2nd, via Zoom at 3:30 in the afternoon. So I know the last thing you want to see or hear about on a Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning is to get up and hear some professors spout about classes for the upcoming semester. But due to the nature of the being, and due to the nature of this course, we need to have some preliminary meetings to get organized and get prepared for the spring semester. I am recording this session. I record all our sessions when we're on Zoom, and they are posted to our YouTube playlist. But also more importantly, I have now created and have available to you our Blackboard file folder, and I'm bringing that up right now. Here it is. Let me see here. Even I'm a little shaky this morning. There we go. Here's our Blackboard file folder. It's called the Business 390 Hassey Practicum. Now, just explain a couple of things to you. You already have a Blackboard file folder for the CRN that you signed up for and registered for this course. It's under your course listings in Blackboard. We have 3 CRNs for this course, 2075, 2076, and 2077. This is not part of that Blackboard. I have created under organizations. So you need to go to your Blackboard when you can, go to organizations, click on organizations and you will see this file folder, Business 390 HASI Practicum Spring 2021. This will be your Blackboard file folder for the upcoming semester. All your other courses that your professors use, Professor Abadante, Professor Hicks, and Professor Rossum, will use your original course Blackboard course file folder for their class. But since we have students from 3 different sections, 3 different CRNs, I have to create our own class file folder, and we do so that under organizations. So this is the file folder in Blackboard under organizations that you will refer to for this class throughout the semester. How about that for confusing information on a Saturday in January? But in this file folder are links to our YouTube videos. This is our link to the introduction section of last Saturday, Saturday a couple of weeks ago, or last Saturday, January 16th. And also information about our course syllabus, our course schedule, some videos about things that we're going to be talking about these first few crucial weeks of our course, some information files about Wells Fargo presentations and CFO and CEO information, sample business plans. We will all go over these in more detail as we move around, but as you are more than welcome now to open up this file folder and investigate if you feel like investigating this class. So again, it's under organizations. It's now live and in color. I'll be adding a lot more things to it before we get started for February 2nd, but it's now available for you to look at. And so please take advantage of that. It's a good way of getting prepared for the class. It's a good way of getting an A in this class. Knowing what you need to do and when you have to do it is very important when you're running an organization. So that's what we are doing this spring semester. We are running an organization. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how we're going to get ready to begin this organization. And it's called a business plan. And in this business plan, we have to determine a variety of things. As you can see right here, we have to determine our team positions, what we're going to do as an individual in this team, how we communicate with each other. Yes, we will be getting together every Tuesday and Thursday afternoons for our class, but you're going to need to communicate with each other during the course of the week to prepare information, to monitor websites, all kinds of stuff. And so how are we going to communicate with each other? You're going to produce or select a product. And I'm going to be asking any of you who are here today if you have come up with any product ideas that you might want to sell this coming semester. In addition to that, your charity selection. Who do you want to make the money for? An organization that you want to make money for. Example, last semester, we had many of our student teams make money for the food bank for the University of La Verne students. There's a food bank, and we donated about $5,000, $6,000 to that charity last semester in this program. So you're going to pick a charity that you would like your products or your profits to go to. Then we're going to talk about the website that you're going to develop. It's under the format of Wix.com. There's a couple of good videos in our YouTube playlist and in our Blackboard site that you can watch to get prepared for that. Some of you are going to be doing a lot of work using the website. And then we're going to start thinking about our preliminary strategies. How are we going to develop our product? How are we going to develop our website? Advertising. How are we going to manage and get organized in preparing for this semester? A lot to do. Seems a little bit confusing, but it's not. We have a lot of people that will help us do this in the upcoming next few weeks and months to help us do this. I want to introduce one student who's here today, Andrea Where are, oh, there's Andrea. Andrea, do you have the access to raise your hand on your little Zoom there? Do you know how to do that? Raise your hand so people can see where you are in the darkness of the internet. Andrea Nalbandian is
I'm not
one.
really sure.
There she is.
But
Andrea is one of our, there
hello.
she is. Oh, you didn't have to show yourself. That's fine. Thank you, Andrea. Andrea is one of our student assistants. The other student assistant is Samantha Lusario. Both Andrea and Sam have been CEOs in their teams prior to this semester, in prior semesters. They've been through the experience that you are about to be experienced this semester. And they're there, Andrea and Samantha are there to help us, to guide us, to give you any information. When you're scared of asking me or asking any of your other professors in the practicum, they can help you do a lot of things. So Andrea was gracious enough to be here today, and thank you, Andrea. And I will provide her email address to you in my follow-up to this meeting today. So if you need to get a hold of her and ask her questions, you're more than welcome to do that. Andrea has volunteered and is committed to us to help us this coming semester. And we appreciate her efforts. And again, she's a great leader, a wonderful organizer, and she's going to help us with our team this semester. So in that regard, let me bring up another file here, and I will provide all this information, and it's already information is in Blackboard. But let me bring this up to you now. This is the status of our team as of now, Saturday, January 23rd. All right. This is the status of our team. We have 12 team members making up our team. And per your bios, as you can see here, these are the positions you have indicated to me that you're interested in this coming semester. Here are the team positions we need to fill prior to our class on February 2nd, which is basically a week away. These are the positions we need to fill: Chief Executive Officer, Chief Financial Officer, Information Officer, Chief Operations Officer, Marketing, Sales, Advertising, Website, Finance, Sales Managers. We're going to fill these positions prior to our first class, February 2nd. I have two individuals on our team, Andrew and Miguel, who are interested in the CEO position. Basically, the CEO position is the person who's in charge of the team, of organizing it, managing it, reporting to me throughout the semester. And Andrew and Miguel are going to be meeting with me this coming week on Tuesday to talk about the position. I'll be explaining to them what's going on, and if they're still interested after I've tried my best to scare them away. No, just teasing, Andrew. But to explain to them and talk over the position. And after that meeting on Tuesday, I will decide, along with Andrea and Samantha, who's going to be our leader of our team. And it takes nothing away from the person who doesn't get the position, because that person probably will be the chief financial officer or one of the lead officers of the company anyways. So, but Miguel and Andrew have expressed interest in being a leader of this team, and I'll be talking with them this coming week. As you can see, we have a variety of positions to be filled. We have a lot of people interested in marketing, and I'm going to be asking them to look at other areas, perhaps in the website or information officer and those other areas. But this is where we stand right now. There's the email addresses to our various team members. If you'd like to get a hold of them or begin a discussion group to talk, you can create a Slack group, however you want to do it. And I don't need to be involved in that, but it's a good idea to begin to get a group a communication system together so you guys can communicate as we begin our semester. That, I cannot stress, is the most important thing, for you all to come together as a team as quickly as possible. Remember, the clock has begun on your semester. Your work, your engagement right now is part of your course grade. I take notes. I keep track. Who attends? Who doesn't attend? Who sends me emails to excuse themselves due to their work schedule? Whatever. But this is I have begun to record for your class the course grade of your efforts as being putting together this organization and moving forward into the development of our team. So the work has begun, even though we officially have not started school yet. In my minds and in the minds of our College of Business, you have now begun this course for the spring semester. Now, I talked a little bit about the, yes, Sebastian, question.
Yeah, on the sheet, I only see positions for like the executive positions in
That's
the.
exactly right.
So
The
what
other
about the?
positions are, I'm kind of basing on you to figure out what it is. Sales positions, I imagine you'll be just doing sales.
Okay,
Marketing manager,
information.
you'll just be doing marketing, advertising. Website manager and information officer, those positions will be detailed when we begin our WebEx instructions beginning the first week of class. So I listed in the organizational plan, Sebastian,
Hmm.
the key management positions, but every position is key. And as we develop these, I assume you're a junior in the program right now,
Yeah.
Sebastian? Well,
Yes.
you've been around the block a little bit. You've taken some business courses. You kind of know what some of these positions are. And I'm relying on your experience and your education up to this point to kind of figure things out. And if you have questions or specific questions about positions, that's
Information
why we're
officer.
having our class, another class next Saturday, January 30th at 10 a.m. as well. This class is specifically designed for me to talk to each and every one of you about your position, about your duties, about your part of this course and program. So I've added this class to our schedule. We only were going to have two sessions, the 26th and the 23rd, 16th and the 23rd, but I've added a third class or a third session. Now, again, if you can't make it, you can't make it. That's fine. But I need to, by next Saturday, prior to our beginning of our course on February 2nd, to have every position filled in our organization. That's why you see on this list, the people who are in yellow have yet to contact me and let me know what they're interested in. So
Yeah, that's why I'm
hopefully,
asking about the information officer.
exactly right. The information officer is the person in charge of all the technical website management of the team.
Okay.
You'll be taking classes in addition to during our Tuesday class for the first 4 weeks of our class in February. When you come to class on Tuesdays at 3:30, we will be going to another site, another Zoom location to learn about our website. It's going to be put on by the Small Business Office of La Verne. If any of you were in our first meeting last week, we talked about that, and we had Mr. Sean Snyder at our meeting last week who introduced himself, who's going to be the person training us in developing our website. The information officer will be in charge of all that website. The information officer will have the website manager reporting to him or her, and you will be exclusively managing the website of Wix.com. Does that help a little bit, Sebastian?
Managing the website.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. And you'll be trained to do that accordingly. All right. Good question, Sebastian. Thanks. So all these positions will be filled, and I'll be filling the CEO position this coming week, and probably the chief financial officer this coming week. But all the rest of the positions, I need to talk to each and every one of you about your duties, about what you want to do, how we can fine tune. I can't have 3 vice presidents of marketing. I can only have 1. So those other people who want to be VP of marketing might have to be advertising manager, or might have to be a sales manager, or whatever. So we're going to talk about that over the course of this week, and we'll finalize all that next Saturday morning at 10 a.m. In our Zoom session, we'll all individually talk with each one of you about your duties accordingly in the semester. And if you have any questions about that off Zoom, or any questions about that individually, you can contact me during the course of the week ahead via email, or we can have a special individual Zoom session that I can set up for you. Anything you need, any information you all need about that, you be sure to let me know. So that's our team. Our team has no name yet. We need to decide that. Our team has no product yet. We need to decide that. Our team has no charity yet. We need to decide that. So that's what we're going to be working on these next couple of weeks to get all that organized and moving forward on how we run our organization for this coming semester. Remember, and if you have not seen the video from our opening session last week, this is a program where you are loaned $2,500 from Wells Fargo Bank. And with that $2,500, you use it to purchase a product, market a product, sell a product, mainly through the internet, because we are a remote class this semester. We won't be having any sales events where we can go to shopping malls or other activities. We probably be mainly selling over the internet or doing direct sales to companies, to individuals. And we'll be talking more about that as we move forward. But you'll be getting this $2,500 and buying a product and selling it. The profits that you may make from the sales of that product will go to a charity that you have yet to select. And that's what's going on here. This is a part of your business administration program, where through your other classes this semester, business finance with Professor Abadante, marketing with Professor Rossum, organization or management with Professor Hicks, that in addition to this class will give you the basics of running an organization for profit. And that's the skills you'll be obtaining this coming semester. And if anybody has not told you this, I'm going to be telling you this. This requires not only just coming to class every Tuesday and Thursday, it requires doing other work outside of class to manage your website, sell your product, manage your own colleagues or students in your team, and run your organization 24/7 during the course of the spring semester. And the goal of this is very important. The goal of this is to prepare you for the real world of working with an organization, when your sole job is to produce profits, produce efficiency, produce results, produce teamwork in the real world. And with this experience this semester and going into your senior year, you'll be much better prepared to handle this once you get out into the job market, once you decide what you want to do with your career. And I know a lot of us right now are trying to figure out what we want to do with our career. It's very difficult to figure that out in these days of the pandemic, when we have to worry more about our health than we have to worry about anything else, or these days of the pandemic when we have to take classes via technology, via not in a classroom. That can be very frustrating for some of us. And we have to learn and develop our skills in an atmosphere where we can't be around our friends on campus. We can't play on our sports teams. We can't participate in our fraternities or sororities. It's a pain in the neck. But again, welcome to the real world. There's a lot of people out there right now who are working from home, who are unemployed, who are dealing with sick family members and changing their lifestyles around. That's the real world, and this is to prepare you for those challenges as you move forward in your life. And I think that's the cool thing about this. And I'm going to have Andrea and Samantha, when we begin our regular classes in February, to talk about their experiences in this program and how it's helped them get prepared for the real world. A lot of you are already working now. And I'm sure you're seeing the effects of the real world in your jobs, in your schedules, in the people you work with, in the concern for safety in your workplace. Well, we're going to be doing the same thing in this class this semester. So that gives us something to look forward to, or to not, but whatever. But this is, it's now time to, I hate to do this, but I got to, because it gives you, why we're here. But it's now time to grow up. It's now time to get prepared to kick ass out in the real world. And that's what this is all about. The days of having somebody do something for you all the time are over. Now you have to do it yourself. And that can be a great experience. Tells you a lot about yourself and meeting the challenges that are ahead of you for your family and for your own individual career. So that's my Chamber of Commerce speech, and I'm glad I got that out of the way. Okay, so here's where we stand. A lot of you have given me your bios. We're beginning to put the process together of finding jobs for us to do. We'll talk more about that in our session next Saturday. But another thing we need to discuss is, has anybody from our discussions of last week, has anyone begun to think about what type of products you might be willing to sell? Anybody out there who's here today, can you chime in if you have any product ideas, please? Okay, very good.
I'll go.
Go ahead. Andrew.
So I've thought of a couple of products based off of kind of either more for individuals, or they're more broad items or products. I haven't really fully thought them out, but one of them would be either having some sort of casing for your phone. A lot of people use their phones in the pandemic, so anything that could help them out while using their phones, still something like for lighting or something like that. Another product would be, this is more of like a fun product, but I could see it selling. I saw a video on social media of people, I guess, having little items above their car. And it was kind of like a fun little prank, but I thought it'd be interesting to sell an item where it was more for like fun. If you've seen those items that people like have like a broken glass on their car, it's more like little, like those gags.
Yeah.
So,
like it looks like somebody threw a baseball through their window.
Exactly. So I thought of having like something really ridiculous above your car that has like a suction cup.
Okay.
So like maybe a tipping Starbucks cup up there, and they get reactions out of it when you're driving around, like, oh, something's above your car, it's about to fall, or like a fish tank, or something like that.
Yeah.
So
okay.
From that, I have I'm working, so I also get some ideas from work. Safety is a big issue for like face masks and whatnot.
Okay. Good start, Andrew. Now, let me give you a couple of things to think about. Mm-hmm. Those are all, that's a good start. But here's what we have to do. We have to sell this to Wells Fargo Bank. They're going to lend us $2,500. So you have to put together a business plan and a presentation saying why we want to sell a phone casing, or why we want to sell something that is fun to put on a car or whatever. Because Wells Fargo is lending you the money, and they want to make sure they get their money back from you with interest over the course of the semester. And they want to make sure that when they're lending you the money, that this is a legitimate thing that can work. All right. Now, I'm not saying those two products are not going to work. Trust me, I've heard a lot of we've had a lot of other knucklehead products in our history of this program that have done very well. But we have to make sure that when we decide on our product, whatever it will be, that we can put together a presentation and a plan, first of all, to Wells Fargo, so they'll lend us the money. And second of all, can we feel confident amongst us as a team, 12 individuals, that we can go out and sell it? All right. That's part of the thinking behind the product. And there's nothing wrong with the two products you selected. That's what we're going to be talking about and discussing these first couple of weeks. And pretty much by the end of the first week of our class in February, I want to have our product pretty well determined. So that's why I call on Andrew, and thank you, Andrew, and anybody else in this team to come up with ideas. And the ideas have to mean two areas. First of all, can we pitch it well enough to get the money from Wells Fargo? And second, can we pitch it well enough to go out into the real world and sell this product with all our team members and feel comfortable with it to make a profit on the internet? All right. So that's a start. Okay. Now, Andrew, what I would like from you is if you could put together some samples, some pictures, or some definitions of the product. How much does it cost to purchase? That's a big deal, because when we decide how much it costs to buy it, how much are we going to sell it for to make a profit? And the second thing is where do we purchase this product? I'm inclined not to buy any products from China. We want to buy preferably American made or American sold products. Here's why. We're in a pandemic. All right. Things are very difficult to ship these days, especially outside of the United States. Secondly, we don't have the best relations now with China. Now that might change in the next, who knows, with the new president or new administration. But those relationships aren't very good. It takes a while for it to ship something from China. Remember, we have 5 weeks from our first class on February 2nd to order a product, put together an organizational plan, sell it to Wells Fargo, and get ready to sell the first week of March. So we gotta hustle. So if we buy something from China that's going to take 3 weeks to get here, that's going to be cutting it a little close. So we have to think about where can we purchase this product that we're thinking about? How long is it going to take for us to get it? We might use Amazon to purchase it. We might go to a vendor here in Southern California to purchase it. We'll see. But where will we buy the product? How much does it cost? And now, can we sell it at a reasonable markup? For example, let's say the phone casing that Andrew was mentioning costs to buy $7. That's what it costs us to buy. So let's say we buy 100 units, all right, at $7. That's $700. Right? I'm keeping this fairly simple, but that's the case. All right, how are we going to sell it? Are we going to sell it for markup of 100%? We're going to sell it for $14? Are we going to sell it for $15? Are we going to sell it for $20 and get really greedy? Or can we only sell it for $10 because that's all the market will pay for it? So we need to develop a strategy in the next month of, okay, we're going to go with this product. Here's what it cost us. Now, what are we going to sell it for? And what are we going to sell it for that gives us a profit that we need in order to pay back the money to Wells Fargo, and at the same time make a nice profit for our charity? But also, will the market be willing to pay that price for this product? Welcome to Marketing 101. That's something we have to think about. So choosing the product is one thing, but where are we going to get it? How much is it going to cost? And what do we plan on selling it for? This is all part of the thinking that we need to do. So Andrew, if you could begin the process of, okay, if we go with the phone or think about the phone, where would we buy it? How much would it cost for any of those two products? So maybe you can start working on that. Or anybody else out there, Sebastian, Austin, Gisleen, Tyler, Mason, Serena?
I had an idea.
Yes.
I was thinking because of the pandemic, how everyone's transitioned to online, either work or education. I was thinking that maybe like some type of cushioning, because we're all kind of sitting all day. So like either seat cushioning or neck cushioning. The only thing I had that might go against that would be the purchasing cost might be a little high. And then it would be kind of hard to sell it because we probably couldn't sell it for that much because it's
Yeah.
obviously available everywhere.
Yeah. Well, here's another part of the marketing and advertising. And a lot of you are interested in marketing, and a lot of you are interested in selling. Remember, yes, there's all the products that we're going to look at and try, and the product we end up selecting, Giseline, is can be bought and purchased other places. That's exactly right. Walmart, Sam's Club, wherever. Okay. But here's the catch. Part of the selling of this product is you're buying a product that's going to a charity. You're buying a product that's helping out students learn how to run a business. You're buying a product that's associated with the University of La Verne, and you're supporting the University of La Verne. That's part of the sales pitch. That's part of the marketing. Yes, you can buy a phone casing, a fun item for the car, a seat cushion, a neck cushion, anywhere. But we would like you to buy it from us because you're helping out this charity. It could be a food bank. It could be veterans. It could be cancer research, whatever. But you're buying this product not only because you need it or would like to have it for your use, but you're supporting a charity and you're supporting an institution that's giving students a career and practice in a career. That's part of the selling of this and the selection of this product. And Giseline, so you're right about it might be expensive. But so our job is, if we do decide on a seat cushion or a neck cushion or whatever product, we find a product that we can afford. Remember, we only have $2,500. We can afford to purchase, and then we can afford to sell it at a specific price or a series of prices that can attract people to purchase from us. But using the sales pitch as you're buying not only a product, but you're investing in a charity, you're investing in the success of a student-run organization, you're investing in the community, the University of La Verne. That's part of the sales pitch. That's part of the, for lack of a better word, gimmick. And when you start having Professor Rossum in class in February in your marketing class, she will talk about this stuff. She will explain this or answer any questions about this. So Giseline, if you're thinking about that and would like to investigate that, please do in the next few days of this week. Come see, maybe price it out, see where these things might occur. Okay? I think that's a great idea. So please follow up with that. But you're right, and Giseline brought up a great point. We're in a pandemic right now. Remember a year ago, maybe almost exactly to the day, is when the pandemic hit, or the COVID hit the United States and China. Almost to the day when it came from China to the Northwest, to New York, and started this ugly year. And you know what? This is going to be with us for another year. No matter what anybody says, this is going to be with us for a while. So you're going to be managing and selling this product in another pandemic situation, remote. People, you got to think of a product that people be willing to buy in this type of market right now. And things that will help you, things that will make you laugh, things that you think are helping society by buying a product that's giving to a charity that you support and that you've heard about, and say, geez, yeah, let me buy a couple of these because I know it's going to the student food bank at La Verne. Or let me buy a couple of these because I know it's going to be helping cancer research, or it's going to be going to help veterans who are down on their luck and need help. That's part of the process of picking the product, because that's part of the selling of the product. And that's an important thing to remember. So Giseline, that's a great idea. Anybody have any other ideas for products? Just, off the top of your head.
Yeah, I have a few ideas.
Yes, Serena.
So I know during spring semester, spring break is coming up. So I'm thinking of creating like a COVID safe traveling kit or a traveling product, because I know as college students, we're bound to travel, either like to go to Palm Springs or just get away from school and all the stress. Or I was thinking of targeting a unique market. So I know right now dog products are super huge, especially in the pandemic. Everyone's with their pet at home. So I'm thinking like organic treats or like even like a dog kit, something around that end. Or even like organic products like skincare, candles. And yeah.
Excellent, excellent products. And here's why. Because they appeal to the times we're in. Okay. You got that right about pet products. Everybody, I mean, have you seen, fortunately, I'm an investor and I bought some stock in some pet companies over the summer, and I've been kicking butt in those stocks. Those companies are doing well because people, uh, Priceless Pets, which is one of the charities that we support in this program, Priceless Pets, that give away or not give away, but have adopted pets, is doing remarkably well. And people are having pets, and the need for products and supplies. In the past, in this program, we have sold as part of the products pet dishes, portable dishes for water, for food that you can cover up, that collapse, and that you can take when you're traveling or around your house or when you're doing things. Those type of dishes for pets. In the last semester, we had a team put together a COVID kit of wipes, of masks, and they sold those kits. That's exactly right. A travel kit. This wasn't a travel kit, but a travel kit is a great idea. Now, one of the problems that you might get, or a question you might get from Wells Fargo, is, well, who's traveling? You're not really supposed to be traveling these days. We can come up with a solution to that. And you can, that's part of the strategy, part of the thinking behind it. But a COVID travel kit is excellent. Organic products. We've had in the past selling products where air fresheners or air misters that give you nice feelings of that. My wife has one of them on her desk here in our home, where it's a mister that sends out nice calming smells. And she bought, we've had this for a couple of years, that she bought from a practicum class, and it's an air purifier. And she's on her desk where she has to sit all day, and she has this misting all day, and she enjoys it. We could sell something like that. So products that are fun, exactly, but products that help you deal with the stress of working at home, of enjoying your pets, and products that help you feel better about yourself, organic products. I think those are all wonderful ideas. And in the next week, Serena, maybe you can come up with some pricing on that, or where you could buy these products, or developing that idea. Okay. I think those are wonderful ideas. Another thing, and not to sound corny, is just you can just go and do some internet researches on Google or Amazon or Alibaba and look for products that are best sellers now in the market. What are items now that are selling a lot? Toilet paper, yes. I mean, I don't think we're going to be selling toilet paper, but things that might give you an idea that's something you might want to sell, that people need today. And Serena hit it on the head. For pets, to make yourself feel better, make yourself feel safer, maybe entertainment, stuff for technology, to ease your life with technology. All these are wonderful ideas for products. Something that we need to research in this next week, maybe come up with some concrete ideas by next weekend or by our first class. So that's the charge I give all of you here today. And for our students who couldn't make it today, who are going to watch this video, that's the charge. That let's cost these out. Let's see where we can buy them. Let's come up with some ideas about the costs. I'll be honest with you. We cannot purchase products that probably have a cost of anything higher than maybe $15 or $17, because that means we're going to have to sell them for $30, $35. And in a market today, that might be a little steep. People might not be willing to pay that much. But if you think we could sell it, give you an example. 2 years ago, we had a practicum team sell a breathalyzer for driving, for if you go out and have a couple of drinks, or if you're the designated driver, you have a breathalyzer test in your car to give you breathalyzer tests. Now that product was very expensive and sold for like $32, $35, but they sold a lot of them. Why? Their charity was Mothers Against Drunk Driving, MAD. that was the charity that they had. And people bought the product to support that MAD, but also they bought the product because they had some protection in case they were going out with their homeboys and going out to have a couple of cocktails. They had this kit that they could do a quick breathalyzer test. That was a very successful product. It was expensive, but they used as part of their product strategy for safety. Now we can't go out too much these days. We can go out drinking because there's no bars or restaurants to go to, but something along those lines is what we could be looking at. If it's expensive, we would sell the charity with it, like Mothers Against Drunk Driving or Priceless Pets or food banks or something where, hey, I'm willing to pay $20, $25, $30 for this because I know it's going to a cause that is wonderful and it's helping out our fellow citizens. That's part of the process. Serena, great. Jaslyn, thank you. Andrew, wonderful ideas. Let's all pick up from that and do some investigation about where we would get these products, how much they would cost, and so on. Mason, Tyler, Austin, you guys got any ideas?
Well, I don't really have any that haven't been touched up on yet.
Okay, Mason, that's fine. That's good. I'm just trying to get you engaged and just to hear
Yeah, I
from
know.
you. But that's good. That's good, Mason. By the way, when we do start classes, we're going to have our cameras on. So get a haircut, shave. No, I'm teasing. But we will have cameras on this semester. I'm not speaking in the darkness. Okay? If that bothers anybody, you let me know and we can work around that. But I'm planning on making cameras available for classes so I can see you during our course. Okay, so that's a good start. And guys, thank you very much. Those are great ideas. So let's take a look at those. Investigate them this week. Scope them out. You might even just take a couple of 5 or 10 minutes searching on the internet and jot down where you could purchase these, how much they would cost. Do the basics, and then let's come with some ideas. If you feel this idea is cool enough, send an email to everybody on your team. Send an email to me, and I'll distribute it to the team. Hey, Mr. Hassey, I think this is a cool idea. Here's the product. Here's the cost. Here's how we could buy it. Let's think about this. So next Saturday when we meet at 10 a.m., we can narrow this list down to some concrete ideas with cost and where we would get them, and we can move forward. And I think all these ideas, phone casings, fun items to make people laugh, seat cushions, neck cushions, travel kits, pet products, organic products to make you feel better, lotions, misters, all wonderful ideas. And and also for some of you I haven't heard from today, be a little creative. What do you think would be cool out there that somebody might want to buy? Now, the somebody could be a fellow homeboy or students, or maybe a market of older people. Another market. Something that maybe a company might order from us to buy to give to their employees. That's an idea. What product would be a kind of a cool product that a company could buy 200, 300 units from you and give them away as employee gifts? As employee gifts. Happens all the time. So these are the things that could be good. So travel, pet products, self-help products, organic products, technology products, fun products. That's your charge this week, all of you, to, if you have some ideas, cost them out, get some details, make them available to me, or we'll talk about it next week. And let's begin to narrow this list down to hopefully maybe we can all agree on putting something together and selecting a product by the time we start that first week of class in February. All right, fair enough? Okay, I'm going to save this and I will post this to our Blackboard site so we have it. And use this as a beginning to our selection of our product. Okay. Sebastian, what's the deal with Miami? Are you from Miami?
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Are you really? Cool.
Yeah. I was out at U of V on campus for the first semester, but it was pretty boring there.
Not too exciting.
Yeah, so I went back.
Are you an athlete?
Yeah, I play basketball.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry.
Why you say that?
Well, because first of all, I'm an NCAA faculty representative, and I go to a lot of NCAA meetings representing our students and our university at NCAA meetings. And I know a lot of athletes on campus are upset because they can't be playing sports, and that's a big deal. And that's too bad. It's a big part of going to school. I was a D1 athlete. If you look at me now, you couldn't say, well, in what? But I was a D1 athlete when I was in college, and I know sports was a big deal for me when I was in school. That was a big deal.
What sport were you in?
I was a hockey player.
Hockey. Oh wow, that's dope.
And
Cool.
so I understand, and when you can't play sports, because that's a big part of going to college, and it helps you get an education, and that's why I'm sorry that you can't be playing basketball. And also, I know Coach Reed quite well,
Huh.
and I wish you guys could be. I love going to the games and seeing all you guys play. It stinks. So I understand.
Yeah, we was gonna do good this year. We got a brand new team, so
Yeah, I know. I do. I stay in
recruit-
contact with Coach Reed, and I know him very well, and he was really optimistic about the upcoming season. So that sucks. So excuse my language, but that's not good. Well, I hope you're practicing and getting well down in Miami, but I look forward to having you in class this semester, Sebastian. Okay.
Thank you, Professor.
All right, great. So so there's where we stand. So maybe some of us here, if you don't really have any product ideas, think about your charity. Think about which charity you guys would like to think of, to support this coming semester. As I've given you some ideas, like the food bank for University of Laverne students. You can give to charities like cancer research, or you can give to one of the most popular charities that we have used in this program over the years is the House of Ruth, which is a local charity here in Pomona and Laverne that supports battered wives, battered children, gives them support. House of Ruth is a very popular charity. We also, as I said earlier, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, veterans. We've had a lot of support of veterans organizations over the course of our practicum. So if you don't have a product idea, which is okay, that's why we have 12 team members to figure this all out. How about a charity? Coming up with some charity ideas that we could throw to the group, and maybe all agree on that would be a cool charity to support. Remember, this program, as I said our first meeting, has been around. This is our 10th year, and we have given over $200,000 in charity donations in this program from the University of Laverne Practicum program since it began. Over $200,000. That's pretty good. And so you guys are helping local charities, and that's a good thing too. A lot of people need help these days, and to help that is a big part of this program. It makes you feel good. And so if you can come up with some ideas about charity. Now let me explain to you a little bit about, and I'm going to try to get out of here by a little bit after 11, so I don't want to keep you guys too long. But I want to talk to you a little bit about the website and how to develop it, how we're going to create it, and what's that process. As I said earlier, every Tuesday for the first 4 Tuesdays of our practicum, we'll have classes on Thursday as well, but on Tuesdays, we're going to have classes on how to develop our website, how to learn about how to use Wix.com. If you go to our Blackboard site that's now up, as I mentioned earlier, let me bring that up, and go to Professor Videos, you will see a tutorial about the Wix site, something that might give you an idea. It's kind of long, it's about 50 minutes, but it talks about Wix.com, how to create a professional website. And this is the sections we will be having given by Mr. Sean Snyder on Tuesdays of our first month of class about how to develop this website. That's why if any of you are thinking about being an information director, a website manager for our team, will help you get organized and begin to process. It's not that difficult, and Andrea and Samantha can tell you it's not that difficult creating the website and managing it. It's really pretty easy. But just to understand how we use it, how helpful it is. We'll be beginning classes on that as part of our practicum on Tuesdays with our small business director, Mr. Sean Snyder, and learning about how to create a website. Now, for some of us, this could be a cool thing because a lot of you are probably going to be working with companies or work with companies now or after you graduate that be using a lot of internet work, a lot of internet sales. This is a great training ground to learn how that all works. And that can be very helpful to your career and on your resume as you begin to look for jobs, developing knowledge of website management. And so here's a link and a video in our Blackboard site that you can watch. And if you got any ideas or think about getting involved in the internet and the website management side of the team, that might be something to look forward to. So we're going to be doing that Wix.com as our primary vehicle for sales. Okay. Yes, if we can develop sales to our homeboys and to our families and to our friends and to people we work with or to corporate partners. If any of you have an idea about hooking up with a corporate partner to sell our products, they can't sell them, but we will sell it to them to buy, or they can help us advertise or market our product, a corporate partner. If any of you have any ideas about that, or maybe people or companies you might know who might want to hook up with us to do that, that's a cool thing. Can bring us a lot of sales. So these are areas that we need to develop and think about. But the internet side of this business is very important because that's how we'll be selling it. And if any of you want to see how our prior groups have done on this, you can go to our website, our YouTube listing, and there's a lot of videos there that give you examples of what other companies or other teams have done in prior semesters about their product. And you can just go to that YouTube website and the link is in Blackboard. And if you can't find it, you let me know and I'll hook you up. Well, so that's where we stand. I'm going to be meeting with and deciding on our CEO candidates this coming week. I'd like to get a good basis of what we're going to be having as individuals developing our team responsibilities in the next week. I would like to see you all again next Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, the same link that you used today. And I'll send up a follow email to you all tomorrow with that link. And in that meeting next Saturday, I would like to discuss two main things. Number one, your individual specific duties and what you'd like to do for our team. And number two, what's going to be our product. Because once we select the product, then we can select a charity, then we can select a team name. All right. What's going to be our team name? What's going to be our company's name? Product usually has something to do with that, and even the charity has something to do with that. What's going to be our team name? So we're going to concentrate on this in our session next Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And again, if you can't make it, it's not a big deal. Just let me know that you can't make it. Send me an email. And you don't even have to give me the reason. You know, I know a lot of you tell me you have to work and that sort of thing. And that I appreciate you telling me that, but it's none of my business. If you can't attend, just tell me, Mr. Hassey, I can't attend. Now, don't tell me I can't attend. I wouldn't do it. It's not good public relations. If you say, Mr. Hassey, I can't attend because I don't give a rat's ass and I don't want to come. Okay, you might think that, but don't tell me that because that's not very good salesmanship. If you want me to keep track of this for grading, so don't be that honest with me. But if you can't come, you can't come. So that's not a big deal. Now you will have to come to class once we start official classes, but this is extra. This is to help us get prepared. So if you can't make it, you can't make it. That's why I record them. That's why I will ask you for input outside of that, outside of coming to Saturday's class. So if you can't make it, let me know, and let's solidify our product selections and do some research for those product ideas that we talked about today. And let's finalize what our own specific responsibilities are. If any of you have specific questions about those responsibilities, just send me a little email and I'll explain it to you, like I did with Sebastian today. All right. Does anybody have any questions or concerns before I let you go?
I think I'm gonna be the information officer.
I'm sorry, Sebastian, I didn't hear you.
I said I think I'm gonna be the information officer.
I'll put you down for that, Sebastian. Excellent. Thank you. Andrea, have I forgotten anything, or do you want to add anything to this?
I think I'm okay.
All right, thanks. That's all right. Anybody have any other questions or concerns? I think we're off and running. I appreciate you all coming today. And if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to be stopping this recording and posting it to Blackboard and our YouTube site if you want to look at it again. And I look forward to seeing all of you next Saturday morning. And we're moving a little bit closer to our class start date of February 2nd. Thanks, everybody. Be well. Wear your mask.
Thank you, Professor Hasse.
All right. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I have a question, Professor.
Yes, sir, Andrew.
You said you were gonna send out someone's information. I don't know if it was one of the people helping our groups.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the student assistants?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sending you all an email tomorrow with a follow-up to this meeting today. Hey, Mason, we'll be following up this meeting today with the listing of our teaching assistants and their email addresses. And if you have questions, you can contact them. Andrea was on board today. Samantha is really good. I've been with Samantha now for 3 semesters. She's a real veteran. And so they're seniors here at Laverne, and they're here to help us. So I'll send that information to you, Andrew, tomorrow. And you and I are meeting on Tuesday at 1 o'clock, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, I look forward to that too.
Yes, me too.
All
Thank
right,
you, Professor.
see ya.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Mason, you have a question?
Yeah, I sort of do. It was about like a product. I was just trying to see if I'm like on the right base on like a product to sell, like a phone case that like has like a hand sanitizer dispenser type.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
I was just thinking like people want to feel safer during the pandemic, so it's
Yeah.
like easier to have. It's already on your phone. Everyone has a phone. So I was just thinking like, is that the right mindset to have with selling one of these products?
That is Mason. I like that idea. It might be kind of expensive, but if you could do some investigation on that, and let's see what it looks like. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I think that's a great idea. You know, as I said earlier, Mason, we want to find a product that is, we only have 10 weeks. Once we get up and running, this company is only going to be a 10-week company, but we want to find a product that's going to help people and willing to spend their money to give to a good charity, but also find something that's going to help their own little lives in this knucklehead world we're in nowadays. So I think that's a great idea. So why don't you investigate that? We'll talk about it next weekend. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Have a good one.
Thanks, Mason. Take care of yourself.
I have
Hi,
a question
Tyler.
also.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So when I was looking on the list and it showed the positions based on bio and the company positions,
Mm-hmm.
which one are we? I was kind of confused on it.
Which one are we? I don't understand that question.
Like, so based on my bio, it said sales, but then it said the company position was COO. So like, am I the VP?
No. That's not your position.
Oh,
Those
okay.
are just company positions that we need to fill.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay.
has nothing to do with you.
Oh, I was like, okay, I'm
No,
the COO.
you're gonna as of
Like,
as
all
of
right,
right,
that's fine.
Tyler, as of right now, and I'll talk to you about this next week. Are you planning on coming next Saturday?
Yeah.
You're going to be our VP of sales because nobody else has asked for that position, and right now you're going to be our VP of sales.
All right, cool.
Okay, so see,
Yeah.
I just listed those in the other column just to see those are all the positions I need to fill, and then the positions per the bios were there. So we'll fill that in next Saturday.
All right, cool. Yeah, that sounds good because I plan on doing like sales after Laverne.
Then this
So-
will be a good position for you. And I just wrote it myself a note. Tyler Bint is now our VP of sales. That's perfect.
All right, cool. I really appreciate it.
All right, Tyler, I'll see you next week.
All right, bye.
Speaking of sales, you should think about products too. Since
Yeah,
you're
I've
gonna be
been-
selling
I-
products.
I was thinking like coronavirus stuff. Like
Yeah.
a lot of what people said. Like I thought the pet thing that Serena said was really smart.
Mhm.
Like pet stuff. And then what Mason just said about the phone case, I was like, wow, that's actually a fantastic idea.
That is a cool idea.
It's like,
So yeah, and since you're VP of sales, you're the guy that's got to think, hey, this is cool because you're the guy who's going to have to go out and sell it.
yeah, exactly. And I was thinking about charities too, like with the pet thing, you could do like the ASPCA.
Yeah, exactly.
because
So that's you need to think along those lines, and then we need to put all this together next Saturday. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.